what it is. I am Iman, Kells, and Maniac, here with Decarie Black, hosted the Decarie Black podcast. To my left, just Satiable, 1/3 of the Maniac preview panel. So me and Justin were out here months ago for Hell in a Cell. Now it's me and Decarie Black and Just Satiable, and we're gonna talk some shit right now, like we always do. And the night, other than
wrestling,
and other than Undertaker and Triple H, the real question is, what's Dean Ambrose about to do? But first and foremost, before people stop watching and us ramble, Undertaker, Triple H, people that don't even watch wrestling no more still know what's going on. Wild Child even wants a piece. Undertaker, Triple H, Wild Child. See what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying?
That's the real reaction right there.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to ask you guys, I'm going to start with our new panel member, Decarie Black.
So I feel, Undertaker, Triple H, this is going to be a hard one because they're both legends. You know what I'm saying? They're both, dope motherfuckers. So I feel Undertaker might have a chance, but Triple H is still in top shape, man. He's still in top shape. But after that last thing where, Kane came out and then Shawn Michaels came out, man, I don't know, man. It's a little questionable because I thought Undertaker was done. I thought he was done a couple, months ago or whatever, but
I thought he was for real.
Right now, he totally switched up on her now,
He comes more and more to life.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Just Satiable.
Well,
You got-
like I said, it doesn't matter who wins.
Exactly.
Okay,
I'll tell you why.
we're gonna say, oh, remember whoever the winner was, but the loser did this and blah blah, back and forth. It's gonna be going that. It's just a nostalgic match. They're going to Australia. The Aussies don't really know wrestling like we do. They're like,
Exactly.
ah, they're gonna, but they know who Triple H and the Undertaker are. So there we go.
Who's going to win? Oh, you just have an opinion?
I really don't care. I'm glad to see Shawn Michaels there.
Exactly, yeah.
I want to see him.
Right, here's my thing. It doesn't matter, but it kind of does, but it doesn't. But here's what I will say. These fools, it doesn't matter who wins anymore because of this. These fools have talked so much stuff. Legends, all Hall of Famers, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Kane not yet, will be. Undertaker not yet. The only reason he isn't is because he's outlived them. Actually, the only Hall of Famer here is Shawn Michaels. Triple H isn't even yet, because none of these other fools will put the boots on.
That's real.
But anyway, they've been saying the pettiest things. They're all great. And they've been saying heck of petty stuff like they're insecure little freaking high school girls. And really, it came down to, no matter who wins here, after the pent-up aggression went down on Monday night, alright? That was the Tessie. They've been talking all that shit. Came time to Tessie, Undertaker and Kane put these fools down. And at the end of the day, Triple H gonna cheat. How they gonna win? Triple H gonna win. He gonna
come on, old school DX, man. They're the tricksters. They're the old school tricksters, man. So I kind of feel like something is going to be a little fishy with those two. You never really know.
A kick in the mouth, a pedigree, a sledgehammer, half a sledgehammer, whatever. Triple H wins, and he's never beaten Undertaker before. Triple H can't have that.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
But on the other hand, the real testing, Undertaker Kane already won though, because when it came down to really testing about what we've been talking about lately, easy pickings. But they all still got it. Good for them. We'll see about HBK. So on to the next match.
I'm sorry, but I just find it kind of interesting because both Shawn Michaels and Triple H fought Undertaker, so it's like. That fool, Shawn Michaels, took goddamn beat from the Undertaker.
You think it's a couple salty motherfuckers? Just like...
Well, they're all legends. Of course, they all fought each other.
Well, that's true, but it's just...
I'm
just saying I'm very excited about seeing all of those guys again together, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, of course.
For this moment,
like I said, it's a nostalgic match.
Exactly.
I promise you that segment of this will probably be longer than any of the rest of the crap we talk about, because Undertaker and Triple H, like... it's like you could tell when that crowd hit, like even me and Justin were watching, as excited as we were, it was as if everything we've been watching, like throw it out the window, Undertaker, Triple H about the Tessie. It doesn't matter, like if we could have those guys back, we would. we just know we have to move on.
That's real.
And about moving on, Ronda Rousey and the Bella Twins versus the Riot Squad. Now, Ronda Rousey usually just breaks people's arms and that's it, but now it's a 3-on-3 matchup, and we have the Riot Squad doing their thing, and they're actually a team. So, what are your thoughts, Justin?
You know, I'm gonna go with this one. I don't like to do this, but I'm gonna go with the Riot Squad. You know, I just don't like Ruby. I think she's ugly, and that's it. You know, that's the only reason why I don't like her. So, but you know, Ronda, she has to be able to lose in the WWE sometimes, but it's not gonna be with her title.
Right.
And that's why I'm going with the Riot Squad.
Yeah, I mean, Ronda Rousey usually breaks everybody's arm, but you know, the Bella Twins are two little divas who I know all the little divas, what's it called? Total Divas watchers, they're gonna be happy, but they're divas. They're not wrestlers, they're divas. Nikki had the title, but she cannot hang with some of these people now. And they're gonna mess it up, and the Riot Squad's gonna capitalize, and that's it. What about you, Decarie?
You know, with the whole Ronda Rousey thing, I kind of agree because she's not by herself. So she's with the Bellas, so that's very questionable. It's very questionable to where, you know, there could be a point where if Ronda Rousey and the Bellas lose, that could mean one of the Bellas might have to go down. Ronda won't be the one that's going to go down.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
No, nobody's doing anything to her.
Something might happen to where they might, you know, something might happen
Or
to the
Alexa
Bellas
Bliss
to
might
ruin the
come
whole
out,
thing.
you know.
Yeah, somebody might come out, fuck this shit up. Or it could be a real good, you know, main fight, you know what I'm saying?
Because, you know, as soon as Alexa Bliss comes out, she's chasing her, and that's it.
That's real.
So moving on, we spent too much time on that. But this is something we need to thoroughly discuss this because this is not okay. We have the New Day versus the Bar. Would have been just a regular who cares match until the Bar took it too damn far.
Hey,
they messed with Mr. Bootyworth.
I've seen a lot worse on WWE. So.
Justin, you don't have a soul though. We all know that. For us people with souls,
just like Triple H, you know, you sold it a long time ago.
for us people with souls, that was terrible. What are your thoughts on the Bootyworth situation?
I feel like I feel like you know, he didn't get the beatings that the other ones got, you know, but the batter part was a little bit fucked up. You know, I kind of felt it did. Bootyworth was a little fucked up. However, you are stepping in the ring with some bold motherfuckers.
He was supposed to be making pancakes!
Supposed to make pancakes, but you know,
it was terrible.
if you got 3 big ass niggas getting, you know, beat up by 2 big ass motherfuckers, then you know, Mr. Bootyworth, something had to happen.
Honestly, though, I was like, can you bro kick him instead? You just completely humiliate the man. But anyway, we ain't even got the picks. I'm taking the New. There's no way in hell the New Day lets that just go unscathed. There's no way they let that happen.
Revenge for Bootyworth is how I feel about it. Revenge for Bootyworth.
All right, give it to Bootyworth. You know what I got to say though. You know, I'm gonna go with New Day. I like New Day. All right, who doesn't like the New Day?
Yes.
Day
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, you know, not that the character of Bootyworth is downgrading for white people. Okay? What I'm gonna say is, does the New Day have a right to do it?
Hey man.
That was
We've all, you know,
we're in
blacks,
an awkward
whites,
position here.
you know, there's, you know, no matter how
Never
you
felt
feel
this way
what the
before.
race is about, but you
Hey.
know, there were slaves everywhere. So I felt like, you know, they had their own little slave to make
And
them
they got their
pancakes.
little manservant, you know.
Straight up.
I like the New Day, so just to make that clear.
New Day rocks.
Hey man, Bootyos and come on now. I mean, you can't.
While it's nice and controversial, John Cena, the man everyone loves and hates and doesn't know what they love and used to be a thug and now he's a good guy and grants the wishes. He will be with Lashley, who's been testing with Kevin Owens and Elias by himself the last few weeks and has been doing pretty good all by himself. Now he's got John Cena. I don't see any way they lose that. I'm going John Cena, Lashley. I mean, Kevin Owens and Elias cheat, but I think they can overcome that. What's up?
Well, I think it's gonna be, you know, Cena as well. You know, the last couple times that he's come out, you know, after a long absence, he's lost. You know, you got smacked down by the Undertaker. You know, they're not gonna have John Cena keep on losing like that. So they're gonna have him, you know, win for the Aussies again.
Aussie win. What about you, Decarie?
I feel, you know, the man who has lived up to his you can't see me. You know, I feel like he can come back and just win it because
anytime.
I mean,
you can't see him.
You just can't see him, and when you do,
Tiger did it.
boom. It's real.
Tiger's a way deeper hole. He was over there looking like,
Well, we're still waiting.
hey, it's Tiger.
We're still waiting on Tiger.
All right, for the diehard like people that just sit there and watch Japan wrestling and that's all they do and this that, they're gonna be pissed at me. They're gonna be super pissed. They're gonna be like, no, you're wrong. But the who cares match of the night, Cedric Alexander versus Buddy Murphy. I see 1,000 people. You don't even know Fred Buddy Murphy like that. I don't, and I don't care to. Cedric Alexander versus Buddy Murphy. I'm taking Cedric Alexander because he's buff and he doesn't look like a cruiserweight.
Yeah. Well, that's the way to go. I'm just gonna say, who cares about the match? They should just edit it out.
You know what? This might not even make my video. It's probably going to just because it's gonna be funny, but because of us, have nothing to do with those two. Moving on.
I don't even know who those two motherfuckers were they were talking about. I was just, you know,
What the fuck's a Buddy Murphy?
That was Eddie Murphy's cousin or something.
All right. Will it continue to be Becky beatdown? Charlotte finally got hers after getting beat up like 3 weeks in a row in different variations and losing her belt. She finally got some on Becky the last SmackDown that just happened. Mm-hmm. Who wins in Australia?
You know, I kind of want Charlotte to win. However, I like the way Becky approaches right now. She totally switched up her whole character, and I'm like, I want to see more of this. If she wins this will be great rivalry between these two girls because Charlotte is still Charlotte. She's always been Charlotte. She's been like, I'm that bitch. I'm gonna come out here.
Be a victim.
And right now, exactly. She used to be like an asshole, and now she's like trying to be goody two shoes
and you know
now.
She's gonna be a dick again.
Exactly. At this point, I feel like this is what has to happen. I think Becky should win it. I do not know. I still question about who's gonna win, but I'm leaning towards Becky about this whole thing. So
just to say she.
Well, I agree with you. I think the WWE writers, you know, they want to keep on doing the Becky Lynch thing. You know, they want to keep on trying to have her trying to be a heel.
yeah.
Because, you know, it's not going too much because everybody loves her. You know, I love her so much, I want to get that poster for Summer Showdown or Super Showdown or whatever it is.
That's real.
I'm loving every mother effing second of the Becky Lynch situation. Fake heel, bad heel, whatever. This is what we've been wanting the whole time. Now she's being a dick. Loving it. Charlotte, you know she's gonna be a dick again. She's been a dick. Like I just whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. Becky Lynch, Becky beatdowns. It's just creative, dude. She beat her down as a fan. She beat her down at a photo shoot. She rolled her up for the win and then just like, when she tried to respect it. Like, Becky Lynch is on fire. As much fire as her goddamn hair.
Real. And she got hotter now. She don't look like no fucking.
Oh, yeah.
No like Hobbit looking motherfucking traveler and shit. Looking like what's the bra from Brave and all that
goggles
shit.
she used to wear.
Yeah, I was like, are you an aviator or a fucking
Yeah.
post-apocalyptic motherfucker? But that's here and there. Now she looks better.
Up next, and what hopefully is the final chapter of a very entertaining but starting to get played out rivalry that should end right now be perfect. Daniel Bryan versus The Miz. Fellers, what are your thoughts?
You know, at this point, I think that Daniel Bryan, you know, he's going to get his win finally against The Miz. You know, The Miz is beating him down night after night with words or with brass knuckles. So, I mean, but I do think that Bryan's going to get his revenge.
For me, you know, do I think Daniel Bryan is going to win and go on the face of Samoa Joe or AJ Styles for the belt? Yes. 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 Will I be surprised when Mrs. Daughter out of nowhere comes out and pees in Daniel Bryan's face and then he gets skull-fronted finale for the loss? No. No. No, I won't be surprised by either, but I'm going to go with Daniel Bryan unless we've seen everything from The Miz. What the hell else can this man do to cheat to win? It has to be original. If it's not original in this match, it's got to be Daniel Bryan.
Well, I mean, I kind of feel that I'm kind of leaning towards the Miz. I'm sorry to disagree with y'all, but it's not necessarily disagreement. It's just that I feel, in my point of view about this situation, is that the Miz is very entertaining. Just in my personal opinion, I feel like he's way more entertaining.
No doubt.
Where it comes to Daniel Bryan being like the strong head of this whole, like, the good guy that's just trying to make it. He represents the everyday man. However,
the everyday man is not much.
The everyday man's gonna go through some shit just like he's been going through all week. I feel like Miz might do some shit. He might pull something that we won't expect. But
it's the everyday man.
But will it be
that
must
doesn't
see?
accomplish anything.
Well, and I mean, at the same time, there is no Daniel Bryan TV, so that's all I know. There is definitely.
I think I'd be more
TV.
entertained to see how the Miz wins if he does.
Exactly. That's what I'm looking for. With Daniel Bryan winning, I can throw up the yes, just because he triumphed. I'm not against him. I just feel the Miz just might put on a better.
Everybody roots for Daniel Bryan, so
that's fine.
So, second to last match, we got AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe after Samoa Joe ran up on AJ's house and rang his doorbell. Ooh, if I was AJ, I'd be like, at first, the last pay-per-view I gave to Samoa Joe. And he did win, even though he didn't win because the ref didn't see the tap or whatever. But then I was going Samoa Joe for sure now. But then he walked up on a man's house. I've had 2 people walk up on my house in the past 10 years. And those 2 people didn't fare well for either of them. So I'm going to have to go ahead and say AJ Styles is going to win that one. You don't walk up on a man's house. Especially, I didn't even have babies. You know what I'm saying? So.
Well, I'm going to have to disagree with you on that. If you had Samoa Joe walk up to your house, I think those experiences of yours would have been a little bit different. You probably would have been put in a cocaine clutch, and you would have been night-night.
As soon as Samoa Joe is at my door, I'm not going to ask for his log. I'm kicking him in the nuts. I'm like, hey, Samoa Joe, boom. Because I know he's not here to do anything. But
I do think that Samoa Joe is going to win. All right, but I think that he's going to get his ass beat. It's a no disqualification match. He's going to get his ass beat, but somehow he's going to roll up and he's going to win the match.
Right on, Decarie.
Okay, I am in the middle about this because I feel the same way both of you guys feel about the situation. Because I feel like, no, you shouldn't run up at a man's house, and that deserves an even greater ass whooping and a greater consequence for you. So, however, after we've seen a match with them before where we had AJ tap out but still won the match.
Very good point. Fraudulent titles.
I mean, a man run up in your house is one thing, but when you cheat in a fucking match where you fighting the man that you're supposed to fight, it's kind of hard to scale it to who we should pick at this moment. I feel like AJ probably deserves for what he's been doing with the title. However, he's a great title defender.
Well, I was hurt because I thought he was one of the greatest champions in the last 5 years, and then I realized he's a fraud that taps out and keeps the belt, and I was like, no, AJ,
I feel like he's doing a great John Cena job. Like I feel like he's like our new age John Cena with the title.
Yeah, because he's like, I'm so great, but really you're kind of a piece of shit.
Exactly. And then but with Samoa Joe, I feel that Samoa Joe is pissed off about what happened at that match because he's doing this petty shit for a good reason.
Oh yeah, if anybody can get away with that shit, it's Samoa Joe.
Yeah, and he's like, he wanted that title. He fought for that fucking title, and he got cheated out of that title. You know what I mean? And he feels that he needs to go run up in your house because you a fucking asshole. And they're both right. They're both right about the situation.
Samoa Joe's the perfect example of the antagonist, not want to be antagonized.
Yeah.
I know I fuck with you and I say mean things about your children and your mother and all this other shit, but you tapped out. Alright, bro, you big ass crybaby ass.
I think this is just the perfect time for, AJ's been having this title. He's been defending the title for, I don't know how many days now.
Yeah.
It's been over a year now. Almost a year.
November will be a year.
Almost a year.
Oh, yeah. So
it's been a while, It's the perfect opportunity for him to lose the title to Joe. All right. And he can go spend some quality time with his family. Make sure that Joe doesn't stop on by. you know, with flowers and
see
whatever.
that's what I want to see. If Samoa Joe wins the title, I want to see what the fuck he has in store.
Oh, he's gonna have it for a little bit.
It's gonna be some shit.
Or you can look at it as AJ being so close to a year when I give it to him since he's a good champion. Other than the part that he's a fraud who taps out and keeps the belt.
Either way.
Final match of the night. We got the Hounds of Justice, Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns. The Shield versus the Dogs of War. Dolph Ziggler, Drew McIntyre, and
Strowman.
Final match, guys. You know who I believe in.
Monster.
I own, what, how much merchandise? Like 3 shirts, 4 shirts?
Yeah, you can just like
I believe it.
in them.
Well, my motto is believe
You
in the
should have them on our
Shield
show,
until Dean Ambrose dirty deeds somebody.
There we go.
Believe in the Shield until Dean Ambrose dirty deeds somebody.
That's real.
So that's my pick.
Everybody's waiting for it.
If they lose this match, if they do lose this match, this is where it happens. But
I don't think
making up, one of these teams are breaking
not
up.
happening tonight.
One of these teams are breaking up because Braun Strowman, if he loses, he'll snap Dolph Ziggler and or Drew McIntyre.
Hey, and you know what? The cool thing about these two groups, they both have at least one Lone Ranger in that motherfucker. And it's like, you got, you know, the tag team motherfuckers, but you also got Braun Strowman, who is one
Yeah, he's
motherfucker.
like-
you
he's
don't
like-
need
Yeah,
the
yeah.
motherfucker.
No, he's just like, I'm tired of getting done by the Shield. Just let's do this.
That's real. And then you got the
and
Shield.
they was already fighting Dean and Seth anyway. So.
Yeah. And then you got Dean, who's the only one without a title, but still can pretty much hold on his own. I mean,
They're just dangling that carrot about Dean.
yeah, they're trying to make him jealous of his team, which I mean that's kind of dumb because there's been a moment where it was always like 2 guys who had a title in the group, 1 guy didn't. So there was a point where Roman didn't have a title, but Dean had one and fucking Seth had one. So it's like they've been here before. So you know him if he turns out to be the petty one in the group where he's in the group where he don't have a title, he gonna turn on him. Then we'll really see a true fucking character coming forward.
One thing that was true though, how many triple threat matches have the Shield had against each other?
1.
Just one?
Who won that motherfucker?
Oh yeah, that's real.
There you go.
But I don't know. I hope they end up home bitch like
the
that.
one thing I gotta say about this, I think they should keep the feud going for a while. I want to see. I mean, you got 6,
know what I want?
You have 6 all-stars in wrestling right here, and if they keep on going at each other week after week, that's watching wrestling right there.
Exactly.
I say I would like to see another triple threat Shield match just for the belt at WrestleMania. But who's telling? Because we still got Brock Lesnar.
Because there's gotta be a point where they all 3 of those guys have to split up again. Like, you know what I mean? Like right now we got the Shield. You know, there's a lot of things like that anticipation finally came, but you can't do that again.
It's funny though because you know Dean and Seth they were kind of fizzling out anyway before the Shield got back together. So it's kind of a good thing that we reboost them and then make it all boom boom again, and that's great. Well,
There we go.
that was your preview of the Super Showdown from us crazy mofos. That is your Sinister, Satiable, Maniacal Super Showdown preview. Saturday, 5 a.m. Eastern, 2 a.m. Pacific. So that means we'll probably be watching that shit Saturday when we wake up. I might be drunk enough. I don't know. But, Wild Child for Just Satiable. Party Black.
We're out.
Wild Child. I'm Iman, Kells, the Maniac. Justin's already left, and we are saying peace.
Peace.
Original in this match has got to be down, bro.
Well, I mean, I kind